idea of a trundle though.
It is one of the options certainly available. It's not going to be the one that Fnatic go to, unfortunately, Pyro. It's going to be the Gnar that we've seen 3 times before from Gamsu, but we didn't touch too much.
He's got both summoners, but he's got half a health bar. Cocoon, dodge. It does nail Airwax. And Betsy a little bit low, sends the chains out onto Spirit. Airwax, oh, he can't quite get it, and that's the turnaround. First blood, Spirit will pay for it, but a 1-for-1.
1-for-1, but first blood to Spirit. Fnatic will take that right now. Gotta watch out for Spirit now. He's fairly strong with the damage. Spirit does get bubbled. That's 3v1.
Bubbles on, exhaust. They want to try and steal back the buff, but Gamsu has a big Gnar roll against the wall. Spirit comes right on in, and now Steelback being hunted down. Febivin wanting to join this party, but Betsy's there. A flash over from Febby, looking for more damage. Barrels for disengage. It looks like they will be able to get away for now. Even Yellowstar joined the party. No, Inspire. They throw on the chains, but in comes the curtain call. They might have to turn around. Gamsu back in mini Gnar, and they managed to find some more, but this is real hectic. Parang does get revenge, and that was a really messy sequence of events. Steelback will go down.
That's a triple.
And Febivin with a double and a triple.
Is there an Ash Arrow coming to save Febivin's life?
Emperor's Divide. Parang's gonna flash in, shut down, big gold, but this game has just gone all kinds of crazy. Pop the Summoner heal to avoid the Deadly Flourish. Now, they turn their attention back around the side with the Mega Gnar. Gamsu trying to get in the mix. He does knock Raze against the wall. The heal comes out once again, not enough damage. Gets a wallop, but Reckless is falling on the backside. Parang manages to get 1 kill. A big shuffle from Febivin, and he takes down Airwax, and now Fnatic are charging down the rest of Roccat. Betsy, double kill over to Spirit. Yellowstar on the chase, lands the tether, but Raze is gonna float his way out of it. Will they get away though?
From the side though, he's gonna have the angle here to cut into the lane.
Very close, he stepped on that ward, waiting for the cocoon. It lands, Raze is a dead man, and only Steelback makes it out alive.
Massive fight for Fnatic, and a lot of this.
It's secured by Airwax and Rocket. They now can start chasing down on the Spider Queen, separated from the rest of the Fnatic team. No flash available, Time Winder. Parang can't find the damage. But they do find Reckless on a bubble. In comes Airwax. No flash, no heal. And they get 1 on their 80. Another on their top laner. Dragon and 2 kills to Roccat.
And this time Reckless couldn't get himself away. No flash, no. He's playing low econ. Some players just generally can work on low econ.
Airwax.
Caught by Airwax.
Yeah, caught by the arrow. In comes the wave, but Airwax, he is looking and limping and dying now. Curtain call, Spirit trying to 2-step. Reckless, though, gets hit by 1 stray shot. The 3rd. Spirit intercepts for him now, so no.
Roccat, because you can see Roccat.
Oh! Yellowstar, he had to flash. He nearly bought it again.
Nearly caught it again. That's going to be the tower taking a lot of damage. Raze is gone. Febivin's too strong.
Does have to send an Emperor's Divide flying. They did manage to get 1 kill. Febivin, oh so low, but not enough damage from Betsy. Spirit around the backside. Parang goes back in time for just a few seconds, but the blast from the path, it's Gamsu with a big hit, and now he's running for his life from the remainder of Roccat.
Roccat, they're going to focus the Dragon by the looks of it. At least they're heading that way. In fact, they're retreating all the way back into their territory. They know that Reckless is coming down. Ash Arrow is nearly available, so Roccat do not want to risk having it stolen away like they did. Oh, Yellowstar's caught.
Once again, he's gone. Yes, Steelback coming up big after a combo.
Either Betsy or Steelback, which is playing with fire somewhat.
As well with Raze, maybe he's the one who needs it. They combo everything on him with the chains onto Reckless, and they knock him over. That's going to be a 1-for-1 support for AD carry. In comes Parang. Like clockwork, these fights just keep on happening. Time Winder, speaking of clock, it's time for Spirit to get the hell out of there. And Airwax zoning around the side to see if they can find some more. But an Emperor's Divide, exhaust comes out onto Parang. Airwax way too low. Parang on the run. Can he get away? Gamsu leading the charge. And Roccat evaporated.
Gamsu threw that bait here. They know that there's no smite available for Airwax, as he is still respawning in 10 seconds. Parang, careful.
They caught Betsy, but do they have the damage? Oh boy, they do. That's going to be Febivin coming up huge. Parang trying to save the day, but the Narbar is nearly there, and Raze being hunted down by Spirit. Roccat checking right into the trap. But it will only result in Betsy's death for now. Parang will finally fall over to Spirit, guarding the way back into the base. Jumping and it will result to nothing, but the arrow hits Raze. They can't capitalize on this, but they will try to get inspired and get even more damage out. Chainsland, waves out, all the engage is there, but it's not enough damage, or not enough to stop Raze from being taken down, and Spirit still hunting. Has to repel back onto a minion. They pick up one and they dodge the Jhin ulti.
And they're gonna call a bluff. Really, the Gragas ultimate still. Look at how fast this dies. 2 Mountain Drakes are gonna shred through it. That's already gone.
And they can start the fight. Airwax, he's caught up against the wall. They just beat him down, forcing the flash over. Parang trying his hardest, but he can't get enough damage. Spirit now looking for the chase down, not enough.
Not enough for now, but Fnatic, they'll be happy they got themselves the Baron, and they can now look to push in on the Roccat. Hasn't always been able to get the good flanks. Speaking of flanks, here comes a TP. Parang coming right into the middle.
Arrow onto Steelback, and within that, the backside is really, really dangerous. Gnar back, Raze, and Airwax, and it is cleanup duty for Fnatic. The chains are on, and Roccat just don't have enough to follow through. Betsy does get a chunk out of Gamsu's health bar, but they got
rush to begin the Dragon because they're looking for a good fight. However, Mega Gnar is about to expire. Roccat want to go.
Yeah, but Airwax a little bit low in all of this. Let's see what they can get things done. Betsy nailed by the arrow. In comes away from Nami. Gamsu still on Big Gnar. Not anymore. Airwax hanging firm. Parang is trying to zone everyone off, but they're blinking health bars, and the GA is popped. This is danger zone right now. Can they get enough damage? Not to finish anyone else off, but Fnatic, they're not the healthiest either. And Yellow Star, it's gone. Steelback says goodbye.
The combo damage from the long range is enough to zone Fnatic away from the Elder Dragon. They don't want to take this. I wonder what decision do Roccat make here. Do they take away the Elder Dragon? That's what they're going to try and do. Remove it as, you know, a large objective for 10 minutes. Spirit is here, though, and Spirit does have a level on Airwax. Airwax has no way of disengaging. This is 7,000 health. This takes so long to actually kill. And
it's resetting.
It's reset. Roccat can't really land enough poke and do the damage to Elder Drake as well. This is as much a 50-50 as we've ever seen.
This just got real interesting here. Febvin, look at how much he's chunking Betsy out. 6,000, 5,000 health now.
He goes in.
Here comes Febby. He's legendary. Grabs himself, Raze. Right on the back, but he's shut down and tags in for Gamsu. Steelback going way too low, but Parang's managed to clean up a few more kills. And Roccat look to actually come out ahead on this. Yellow Star racing back to get to Gamsu, but he is going way too low. Mega Gnar knocked and popped, and not enough damage to kill Steelback.
Hang on, Yellow Star would have enough damage, but it would be a one-way trip. Now they've just hit Parang with the arrow.
And they didn't find a cocoon, but they did find Gamsu right in the middle of it all, and he's getting chunked out, but he gets a massive Gnar against the wall. Spirit claims the life of 2 Roccat members, and this might just be the game. Way too much damage. Even a shutdown going over to Reckless, and that's going to be the clean ace. That's going to be it. Fnatic mop it up.
The first half of that fight was clean from Roccat, but this was a longer game you would think than Fnatic would have wanted it to be, considering how they managed to take the lead post 30 minutes.
They definitely had no stranger to long games, but they will grab themselves a victory here in 44 and a dominating turnaround at the very end of it all. Leading the series now, and there are some questions, but Fnatic on raw power alone really turned that last one.
Yeah, I mean, Roccat looked to have been playing that fight at least better than you would expect with a Mega Gnar running into a choke where it's like...
Victor, though, he can at least match him pound for pound in range.
Yeah.
And that's a little bit more standard.
Not as interesting.
No, that's true, but last game was... I don't know if you're going to top it.
Will turn the matchup back around.
Still,
Spirit's going in on Betsy.
And now Betsy, exhausted, flash away, but you can't stop Spirit. Ragnarok, and they just get a real quick first blood, inspired out of there. To make use of that. And now we go back to contesting blue buff. Spirit feels confident enough to just chunk right through him. He throws down the Ragnarok, and in comes the Stand United. Following, you can't follow that portal, and they chunk down Steelback now. Fnatic have no fear in this jungle, and they show why. 2 quick kills, looking for more.
Just reminds me of the likes of I4E, except that
Steelback, but Featherman's here to clear the wave away, and Steelback even getting chunked.
Oh, Raze.
Guardle. Raze gets chunked right through the portal.
Oh,
and Febvin looking for more. How about that, Azir?
Oh, Spirit's not done yet. Smites him. It was all a bait. It was a ruse. It sounds really stupid because you can't hit him with a lot of your crowd control, but it's just deny and avoid fights. Like, this isn't helping because Airwax is now getting it caught out, is ending up feeding the rest of Fnatic right now.
Yep, another
this
one
gives
is
another
Febiven.
kill to Fnatic, and Febiven picks up another 3-0 now. You have to just not be in a position trap and hope somebody steps on.
You always,
you
you
max
always
trap
max
anyway
trap.
now.
Oh, got
catches
Yellow Star again. Let's see what they can
again.
do. Oh, that's a lot of chunk damage, but it's going both ways. As Betsy takes out Yellow Star, Reckless gonna have to have the ace in the hole tanked. Double killed up Betsy, and that's just what they needed.
And that's the problem. You got that perfect hex score. Now you're going to need the Silage Rod alongside it. That ultimate is going to start dealing a lot of damage in these fights. And Yellow Star, I was kind of joking. He was, ooh, Betsy
What
got out.
are you doing,
He's
Betsy?
dead.
All right, it started so well.
I was
And
about
in
to
goes
sing
Spirit.
praises. Steelback's dead.
Yeah, no way to get out of this one. He does have to flash. He does burn his net, and Spirit runs right on over him. Tower damage, be damned.
Spirit cares not. He's got the angle on this. Bardolt comes through, hits the dragon for now. Airwax goes in.
Oh, he could go for the steal here. He's exhausted, popped up, but it does get secured by Febiven while he was up in the air. And now this fight is anything but. Crashing back down to earth is Team Roccat. 2 kills down. And
Fnatic are
Fnatic
probably
charging.
about to rush over to the Baron right now as well. Yes.
Baron getting chunked. Raze would have to have the Miracle Blade if he can even live through it. They don't need the Baron. They just keep chasing. Spirit Promacia's his way right into Steelback. 2 more kills. Fnatic keep on rolling.
Fnatic are going to breaks all of that damage, the added damage. Betsy's going to try and come in from the side here.
Airwax goes bowling, but it's Febiven who finds a strike, and Betsy looking for more. Reckless is just narrowly going to hang on here, but they still can get this tower.
They're going to get the tower. That's another fight, back-to-back. 3 skirmishes Fnatic take. It stops them from getting...
Rock available. Bardolt comes out, nails Febiven, but the rest of the team is here. And the ult started onto Yellow Star. It's a choke point, though. Roccat, Magical Journey, everyone's starting to bail out here, but they are getting the kite on with Steelback. Farang trying his damnedest to hold the line, but it's just not going to be enough as he was taunted up by Gamsu. Airwax, it's just a battle of the bruisers here. Reckless will finally take him down, and Spirit is shut down after all said and done. Airwax gets something back for that, but Betsy running a little bit lower on the mana count right now. It ends up being a 1-for-1.
This stat line
right.
doesn't look so convincing.
There it goes. Spirit doesn't care about your CC. Running right on in there. Parang real low has to take the Magical Journey out. They don't have enough to finish anyone off just yet, but Reckless changes that in an instant.
That's the carries.
Got Febiven and Reckless. Oh, but they knock him away, and Raze gets shuffled right back into the fountain. Febiven does get shut down, but now Roccat still with 3 members. Taunted Betsy. He's not going to last long. Reckless, he's got enough damage. Sharing the wealth turns out to be a good thing. Reckless, true shot! And Airwax walks it out, but this time...
And again, Roccat just, I don't feel like they fixed any of their issues is the biggest problem with them. We saw a game yesterday where Betsy, Raze is dead again.
Once again, Airwax nearly going down. Betsy's getting bopped around the side, but he does manage to find a revenge kill onto Febiven. The Baron is still being done a bit half-heartedly. This might be a chance
Airwax
for Roccat to break in. Airwax, he's got one chance on it. Smokes it away! Can Roccat take the fight in the ensuing Spirit? Does take him out. It is a 3v4. Reckless is trying to change those numbers.
They need to try and get at least one person out.
A few minutes of breathing room if they even want it, because Gamsu has started the fight and Steelback right in the back. Spirit runs right through the front line, and they don't care a damn bit about this Baron. Double kill over to Reckless, and suddenly it's only Airwax standing.
Only Airwax remains. Fnatic, it's going to take a lot more than a trap. They're taking a break from ties.
Fnatic definitely getting tired of it. 31 minutes was all they needed to knock down the Nexus turrets, to take down Roccat. 2-0. No contest. Fnatic.
And they had another death to Raze just as we see the game ending.
I mean, that's pretty much the story of the game.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, not to pick on him, but it was not the most impressive Bard performance.
I mean, this was just a straightforward game from Fnatic when you look at it. I mean, Roccat, you could see what they were trying to do, building a composition that when you get later on in the game, you've got the Victor, you've got the Caitlyn, you've got these, champions that can all work together, but then The ults from Raze just didn't find the right targets. There was no real way of Roccat from following up, and that means that a lot of their earlier game, setups for the team fights just didn't land. And if you can't get that against a team like Fnatic, who in this scenario have like